Yo, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Real Will here with Just Like You podcast, episode 4. But listen, I got a guest here. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. But this man right here, if you want to make money, learn about money, manage your money, start a business, whatever, listen, this is the man. So I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
So I'm Dondrea Brown. I'm the founder of 1428 Financial Wellness, where we help you take control of your finances. But I'm also the founder of a nonprofit called Young Money Finances, where we help teens utilize healthy financial strategies to help empower their financial future.
That's dope. That's dope. I work alongside with him. I'm his videographer, as you can't tell. But if you follow me on IG, you will know. But let's get straight to it. We're going to deal with how to build a business with $0, right? Because as an entrepreneur, we believe that it starts with a business. We believe it starts with filing an LLC, saving up thousands of dollars just to start a business. But in reality, a business or an entrepreneur starts in a mindset at the end of the day. It's a skill set. So, for example, I'm a videographer. But I wasn't a videographer 5 years ago. I had to build that skill set. But now look at it. It's a business. So if you could talk about that just a little bit, how you built your dream, from $0 before you start investing into money.
So I know you're coming like that. Okay.
Hey, real raw. That's how we do. Just like you.
So he came with some good questions. I didn't know what was about to happen because he literally was like, hey, I got some topics. And I love the fact that it's real, raw, and random because it allows us to be able to talk about real conversations that we talk to each other about all the time, but bringing it to, the forefront is powerful. So honestly, when I started my business, the reason why I think it's important to understand that you can start a business with $0 is because finances can become a barrier to your future, right? So people's like he said, I need money for my LLC. So before you do that, have you talked about your business, right? Have you tested your business with anyone? When I started helping people with finances, the first person I learned it with was myself. It didn't cost anything. It actually saved me money to learn how to do finances with my own personal budget, right? And then to shift it over to either family, loved ones, or even your kids, for example, those things don't cost a thing, or should it cost a thing? So I think it's you make a great point by saying you can start, I don't care what business it is, whatever. You can literally start it up here because that don't cost anything. You're not charging your mind anything to talk passionately about videography or even have because you're a good storyteller through video. Right. But to become a storyteller, you started telling stories in your teenage years, right? You started developing that like at that point. So to
imaginary friend when you was young.
Yeah, it's like what I define money as a tool and resource to help you do things, right? You're a tool and resource. You add money to yourself, then you can do more things. But first and foremost, you're a tool and a resource yourself. So yeah, I like this topic.
Hey, that was dope. That was dope. So he talked about, seeing it, believing it, and now it's time to take action. So the person that's watching us right now, they're like, oh, that sounds good. I can create a vision board and a dream and write down in my journal. But how do I go about taking action? What if I really don't have money? And I look at it like everybody got money. Not everybody, but you can find ways to make money. So can you explain just a little bit on ways to be able to find side hustles to support your dream? Why are you working a 9 to 5?
Yeah. Okay. So you know about the PPP out there. The same way I teach my students, there's a new PPP, plan, prioritize, and pay, right? If it's a priority, then you're going to figure out how to fund it. Those Jordans were a priority, right? That car was a priority. That trip was a priority. So if you have that plan, your vision board, right? The reason why your vision board isn't activated because you didn't activate it. You spend a lot of time building the vision, but not activating the vision. Again, go back to the things that you do to make you feel good and then do good, right? So be able to take that to the next level. For me, the reason why I still work a 9 to 5 is because I use that job as a resource, but also an opportunity to develop and sharpen my skills. I think you were talking about business being a mindset and a skill set. Where I work, I have to talk to people all the time. When I first started my business, I didn't like to talk, but I had to learn that in my job so that I can apply it to my business.
That's real.
So think about where you are today. If you're working somewhere, how can you start to develop your skill set so that you can apply it to your business? Because not only is it a mindset, it's a skill set, and that's a good one. I might have to take that one.
Skill set. Look, he trying to. Hey, y'all heard it. Copyrights.
I might take it.
Hey, do your thing with it. I don't know what to do with it. But for example, you wasn't into finances. I was working at the post office, and you started to get into Dave Ramsey. You started to take his university or what
Financial Peace
University.
Yep.
And that's where it started financially, right? Because you used to spend money on everybody and buy, so you couldn't even really invest. I'm over stuttering. Invest in your own self or even see the big dream because you were so worried about taking care of everybody else. But now it's time to take care of yourself. So, a couple questions for you. How many hours a day do you work on your business, though you got this 9 to 5?
The crazy thing is 24/7. I say that I say that in all reality because building a better me will help my business, right? So someone had told me this a while back when I was talking to him. I was like, man, I need to learn work-life balance. And he was like, no, you need to learn work-life integration, right? How can you integrate yourself into your business? So think about this. Usually we are our best selves at work, right? Or in another space, right? Because they're strangers and stuff. How can you be your best self all the time? So literally what I do in my business, everything is aligned to my business. Talking to my kids, spending time with my kids impacts my business, right? We're either talking about financial planning. I'm observing their financial behavior. I'm thinking about my own financial plans. I'm looking at everybody else's. I'm literally living the lifestyle of not only an entrepreneur, but as a transformative change agent in my community.
That's good.
So yeah, that was good.
That's a book right there.
But in all seriousness, I think Baker or Will is getting at a good question because we try to put a cap on a limit on, I need to work this much in a day. I need to just live your lifestyle. The great thing about entrepreneurship is the fact that you get to be yourself. So if you can be yourself at home, be yourself in your business, you don't have to cut something off to cut something on, right? So let's say videography business. Like when he goes home, he still can develop a story, right? He can teach his kids how to develop that story. He can tell them stories. There's so many things he can implement. He can cut on his phone and shoot video of his kids and help them learn those things. When he goes to sleep, he's a dreamer. Like when we talk about being able to live your business, don't be afraid to make it your lifestyle.
Hey, that's real.
It's real. Good. I like this.
We're almost done with this podcast, but I do have one more question. What encouragement words would you give, the viewers? They hear everything. They heard you. They heard me, but they still feel, discouraged because they don't have the support system. That's like number one discouragement as far as entrepreneurs. If you look online, it's discouragement. This person ain't like this. This person ain't sharing this. But you mentioned something earlier. I want you to break that down just a little bit more. But if they're not buying your product, don't worry about them liking it and sharing. It's meaningless. A like is not gonna get you $1 million. You see what I'm saying? So
that's true.
So yeah.
Yeah. So you helped me with something when I was, learning how to first of all get social media. I started in 2018, and it kind of hit me like boom, like what the heck am I jumping into? Where likes, followers, all that stuff was really important.
Yeah.
But I started to realize, I started to follow, like, let me see how many likes I get. I'm looking at those things, but I'm like, how many interactions and engagements am I getting from real people? I don't care if you like something of mine, right? I want you to be able to purchase it so that you can critique it. Because to be a great business is to have somebody take your stuff and be innovative with it through time, right? So I can put together this really great thing that makes sense this year, and then next year it sucks. But the only way to know is if people are actually utilizing it. Like, you need to upgrade this. So I've really learned to spend more time on my business and engaging in my product, as opposed to seeing how many people like my post and are like, hey, he said something really catchy. You can waste so much time on that. That can be discouraging, right?
Yeah.
Because you're like, man, I need to get my followers up. But you get your followers up and this person got 2 followers that's buying his product every single day and he's good or she's good. I would much rather have that. Now, there's other things into, social media algorithms and all that. Like, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about people that really, if you want to be an entrepreneur, then be an entrepreneur.
Be one.
The other thing was community. When you talk about support systems, I say this all the time. Either you find it or you create it.
Ooh.
Period. Either you're going to find some support or you're going to create that support. Being discouraged is real, but it should be a real moment.
Yeah.
If you continuously get discouraged, then that's a you thing. You can't blame family members. You can't blame anyone else. Your moment of discouragement should be enough to motivate you to not be in that space anymore. And then start to find either community members, use your social media to find other people who are discouraged, and then y'all build that community together and be real about it. Or if that doesn't happen, you join a community. You got social media, you better
Facebook
hashtag
groups.
discouragement.
Oh,
yeah, like there's too many people out here and too many ways to leverage social media to be motivated. But the other piece is this, and I heard this from someone, if we need to motivate you, then maybe you shouldn't be an entrepreneur.
Ooh.
Your dream should be motivation enough. Your vision should be motivation enough. Pull from the reason why you decided to be an entrepreneur.
So this video shouldn't even really motivate you, because you should be trying to motivate yourself in secret when no one's watching, right?
Because that vision board that you built, go back.
You got the Lambo on there. You got the house on there. You want to live on the lake. You want to live in Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's where we live. You want to live in LA. But you need us to motivate you to do that.
Did you just say a Lambo?
You ain't gonna get there, buddy.
He loves Lambos.
Lambos. Nah, I want me a Range Rover.
Oh Lord, but yeah, you spent some.
But yeah, man. So thank you all for watching this episode. How to build a business from $0. I don't even know if I said it right, but yeah, y'all get the point. So it's gonna probably be a part 1 and part 2 to this, because I don't like lengthy, videos. So stay tuned. Oh yeah. Also, where can they follow you?
Oh, so speaking of followers, you can follow me. You ain't gotta like me.
It's gonna be in the description as well.
But yeah, 1428 FW. You can follow me on Instagram, or YMFGR on Instagram. Again.
Oh, hold on.
1428 for
Speak on
adults.
my bad. I cut him off. Speak on
what
YMF
happened?
a little bit, man. Definitely, because I know right now we're talking to a lot of parents.
Yeah. So
Go ahead.
parents out there, listen, there's a new movement in our world of financial literacy, but not just your simple, let's save, it's really how to do these things. So what Young Money Finances is really focused on is the doing part. We are done talking, we are doing. So when it comes to saving, we're helping kids create savings accounts. When it comes to investing, we're helping them trade on demo accounts. When it comes to building businesses, we are helping you build a business. We really need to start doing more in our community and stop talking. A lot of people like to talk, but I'm tired of talking. So if you have a teen or you're a family member that really wants to do something in the community, take the time to sign up, ymfgr.org. Just come check us out. And again, he'll leave the comments in the last section, because we're trying to be the last generation that starts from scratch.
That's dope. Hey, one more thing. There's one word you use when you describe what is it? Something. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it goes. I'm cutting this part off, but responsive.
Culture responsive.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, so really quickly, so what we do is, and what I created, I'll be a little bit transparent and honest about my journey from education to entrepreneurship. Education, entrepreneur, that's another book.
But anyways, we out of here. Let's go.
Peace.